I love Symmetry. Not sure exactly why, but I've loved it since I was a kid. Most children are messy and forgetful of their things. Not me. I knew everything has a place in my room. Everything was right where it belongs. My parents didn't have it. My grandparents didn't have it either. Not a single person in my family had it. I've started referring to it as it because I truly believe it's a thing inside me. A stowaway that shouldn't be there but lives inside me. It's a need, a desire, a longing to be perfect. Perfect on both sides. As an adult, I'm at the point where I can't live my life normally. I can't keep a job. Women don't stay with me because they can't handle it. Honestly, I don't care when they leave. They're messy and make things difficult. They roll over to my side of the bed instead of staying on their own. They leave dishes in one side of the sink and not the other. Can't work anymore. So when they leave for the day, I have to stay home and fix everything. It's a relief when they leave for good though. That feeling never lasts though. Eventually it comes back and finds something else that needs fixing. You may be asking, why would I seek out relationships to begin with if I can't stand them? Well, it's hard for me to sleep in the middle of the bed all night without moving. Other than the relationship problem, my life is pretty much in order. I say pretty much, because there is one last issue that must be dealt with. You see, I have what's called heterochromia iridum, or two different colored irises. My right eye was cornflower blue, my left pale green. Both my parents have cornflower blue eyes, my siblings and my cousins as well. My green eye is a broken one. It makes me unbalanced. Every time I look myself in the mirror, it stares right back at me. It's all I think about now. Everything is in its right place except for my green little mistake. It didn't hurt at first when I ducked the spoon under my eye. It didn't even hurt when I popped it out. It was hanging by my cheek. Was it shock? Was it keeping the pain away? Or was it? I snipped off the optic nerve and blotted the warm fluids that were streaming down my face. My vision being cut in half was a strange sensation. What was the left of the dangling flesh? I placed back in now empty hole. I bandaged the wound, rinsed the spoon, and went to sleep. I woke up happy. Slept from better than I had in years. I was finally done. I was fixed. I got out of bed and stumbled to the bathroom. My body ached and my head was on fire. I flipped the switch in the bathroom and the light was blinding. I slowly removed the bandage that was soaked with blood and was sticking to my face like tape. When I looked up in the mirror, my stomach turned. Only that I had realized what I'd done to myself, I couldn't believe it. There was a hole in my left side of my face, but not the right. I was unbalanced again. It was much harder digging up the second eye. My hands were shaky. When I dug the spoon in, I missed several times, puncturing my pupil 3 times before I got the right place. Once the eye popped out, I reached for my scissors to finish the job. The blood from the previous night had dried from the blades, so the scissors didn't cut very well. You know, when you were a kid in elementary school and your teacher made you cut construction paper for art projects. Did you ever try to cut many pieces at once, but the scissors couldn't take it? The blades would kind of fold over each other. The paper would get pinned between them. That's what happened with my eye. The optic nerve was pinned between 2 blades. It was stuck, and as I tried desperately and frantically to make it unstuck, it slipped on the blood and started falling to the floor. Reflexes kicked in, and I let go of my eye to try and break my fall with my hand. The weight of the stuck scissors on my hanging eye was unbearable. I knew I couldn't stand it long enough to make it to the kitchen to get a knife. So I pulled straight out of my head, felt the flesh tear from inside my skull, felt it rip and spew liquids everywhere. I knew I was crying, but there was no telling the tears from the blood. When I heard the wet slap of the body flesh against the tile floor, I knew it was done. I knew it was done. I could live my life now without having to see people's awful, messy, uneven lives. A relief washed over me, and I knew it would last. I had never felt this way before, never had this much hope. As I lay in my bathroom on that cold, wet, sticky tile, I smiled for the first time